He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about it, RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying play action. Sends it downfield. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Knights are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The deeper into the season we get, The more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. You got to do it again today.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give is to Williams. Fights off a defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the right. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, UCF!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they pick up. Better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Fighting off the defender. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
3rd down coming up.
And the Jayhawks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The give on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Brings into the open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Now, a fourth down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the ground, it's Nixon. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, let's get it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Set.
The give is to Williams.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Jayhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. grab behind the line. It's Williams. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They're setting up the screen. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, Dave. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to...
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
That's caught. It's Nixon. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Nixon. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The lone back's got it. There he goes. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's Nixon. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Ready.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
The Jayhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Thompson. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Thompson. Looking left. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. Go.
Turning it on. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Wade. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Kansas Jayhawks will take over. 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, UCF! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Good, solid tackle.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. UCF 41, Kansas 20.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the 21. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too.
Breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the ball squirted out. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 21 to ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move, it's Thompson. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Little touch pass to the receiver. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong.
Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. After this play, the cake will be baked. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sure hands, it's Thompson. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for it.